Crop Circles for Dummies. Chapter 1. Welcome to the Mischief Maker Division. Congratulations, new recruit. If you're reading this, you've either passed the Galactic Bureau of Agronomic Artistry's entrance exam or accidentally ingested a sentient pamphlet. Either way, welcome aboard. You are now an official trainee in the Mischief Maker Division, subsection 7G, Terrestrial Crop-Based Symbolic Interventions. Your mission: to confuse, delight, and occasionally terrify the inhabitants of Planet 403b, Federation formal name, Earth, by creating elaborate, inexplicable patterns in their agricultural fields. These are known to the locals as crop circles, though we prefer the term agroglyphic installations of mild psychological disruption. Why crop circles? Because they're cheap, effective, and hilarious. Why spend 12,000 credits on a planetary mind ray when you can just flatten some barley into a Fibonacci spiral and watch the locals write entire books about it? Humans are delightfully imaginative and deeply insecure. A few well-placed swirls and they'll invent entire religions, conspiracy forms, and History Channel documentaries. Who are we? We are the pranksters of the cosmos, the graffiti artists of the galactic freeway. The reason Earth's farmers keep buying night vision goggles. Our division traces its roots back to the legendary Jarnell the Vague, who once etched "Hi Mom" into a Peruvian potato field using only a malfunctioning hover disk and a sense of entitlement. Since then, our work has evolved into a respected, if poorly funded branch of the Galactic Mischief Corps. What you'll learn over the next few chapters, you'll master how to select the right field and avoid cows with vendettas, the sacred geometry of spirals, fractals, and passive-aggressive messages, how to operate a Class 3 crop flattener without vaporizing the local flora, what to do if you're spotted, hint, pretend to be a weather balloon, and most importantly, how not to get caught by TikTok teens with drones. Warning, this is not a drill. This manual is classified under Galactic Prankster Protocol 42B. Unauthorized distribution will result in disciplinary action, including but not limited to reassignment to the Saturn Ring Debris Sorting Unit, forced attendance at a 12-hour lecture on the ethics of interstellar lawn care, being turned into a crop circle yourself. It's been done. Now, grab your anti-grav boots, charge your beam rake, and remember our motto: if they're confused, you've succeeded. If they're enlightened, you've failed. Chapter 2. Choosing your target planet. Why Earth is the galaxy's favorite canvas. So you've been assigned to Planet 403b, Earth. Congratulations, you've won the cosmic lottery of prank potential. Earth is the perfect playground for crop circle artistry, thanks to its abundant farmland, easily startled mammals, and a population that believes everything from ghosts to lizard royalty. Why Earth? Agricultural overload. Earthlings grow crops in neat, flat rows, ideal for geometric disruption. Wheat, barley, and oats are your best friends. Avoid rice paddies unless you enjoy ankle-deep mud and angry ducks. Primitive surveillance. Most humans rely on grainy security cameras, unreliable eyewitnesses, and a belief that aliens wouldn't come here. We're boring. Use this to your advantage. Conspiracy-rich environment. Earthlings are primed to believe in aliens, but also primed to disbelieve each other. A perfect storm of confusion. The Bigfoot maneuver. Discrediting witnesses. Let's talk about one of our most effective counter-surveillance tactics, the Bigfoot maneuver. If you're spotted mid-circle, don't panic, don't flee, don't vaporize the witness. We've talked about this. Instead, activate Protocol 7B, dress as Bigfoot. How it works. Step 1. Deploy your emergency Sasquatch suit. It's bulky, hairy, and smells faintly of moss and moose. Step 2. Stagger away from the scene in a zigzag pattern. Bonus points for howling. Step 3. Let the witness film you. Wave once, then vanish into the nearest forest or cornfield. Outcome: the footage will be grainy. The witness will be mocked online. The crop circle will be dismissed as just another Bigfoot hoax. This tactic has a 92% success rate in rural North America and a 78% success rate in Eastern Europe, where locals may think you're just one of their beauty pageant winners. What not to do: don't wear the Bigfoot suit in urban areas. You'll be arrested or invited to a podcast. Don't speak in Galactic Standard while disguised. Zorp, Zorp, I am fleeing, is not convincing. Don't forget to remove the suit before returning to the ship. One intern spent 3 weeks in quarantine because the onboard sensors thought he was a cryptid. Field selection tips: best crops: wheat, barley, oats, flatten beautifully. Avoid corn, too tall; soybeans, too dense; rice, too wet; kale, too woke. Bonus targets: fields near highways, ancient monuments, or UFO-themed diners. Chapter 3. Crop Compatibility Matrix. What flattens, what fights back, and why you should never mess with alfalfa. Before you unleash your beam rake on a field of unsuspecting flora, you must understand the terrain. Not all crops are equal. Some flatten like a dream. Others resist like sentient spaghetti. And a few will give you rashes in areas you can't reach. The friendly crops. These crops are ideal for clean, elegant circles and minimal drama. Wheat, the gold standard. Flexible, photogenic, and emotionally fragile. Wheat fields practically beg to be flattened. They write poetry about it. Barley, slightly more brittle than wheat, but still cooperative. Barley fields often border pubs, increasing the odds of confused, inebriated witnesses who will blame the Guinness. Oats, soft, forgiving, and delicious. Just don't snack mid-mission. Oat dust clogs hover vents and causes sneezing fits in species with more than 4 nostrils. Canola, bright yellow, great for visibility. Smells like optimism and mild regret. The risky crops. These crops can be used, but proceed with caution. Corn, tall, dense, and full of secrets. Cornfields are ideal for horror movie settings, not crop circles. Also, humans tend to wander into them and never return. Soybeans, too low to the ground. Circles look like someone spilled salad dressing. Sunflowers, beautiful but judgmental. They will turn to face you as you work, silently questioning your life choices. Pumpkins, technically not a crop circle, more of a crop splatter. Avoid unless staging a Halloween prank or reenacting the Great Gourd incident of Sector 9. The forbidden flora. These crops are banned by Galactic Directive 9Z. Attempting to flatten them may result in disciplinary action or spontaneous combustion. Rice, wet, slippery, and full of frogs. One intern tried it and now communicates only in amphibian clicks. Alfalfa. Looks harmless, isn't. Alfalfa contains latent psychic energy that resists flattening. It will fight back. It will remember you. It will find you. Kale. Not dangerous, just insufferable. Flattening kale sends the wrong message to Earth's wellness influencers and may trigger a women's march. Crop testing protocol. Before you begin, run a quick compatibility test. Hover 3 meters above the field. Emit a low-frequency hum. Observe the crop's reaction. If it sways gently, proceed. If it stiffens or glows, abort. If it whispers your name, burn the field and never look back. Livestock awareness. Always scan for cows before beginning. Cows are curious, territorial, and prone to photobombing. One particularly bold bovine named Muzart once headbutted a hover disc mid-spiral, creating what Earthlings now call the treble clef incident. Disguise protocols. Bigfoot versus Scarecrow. If you're spotted mid-circle, you must deploy a disguise to discredit witnesses. The classic option is the Bigfoot maneuver. But what if you're allergic to Bigfoot fur? The Scarecrow alternative. For fur-sensitive operatives, we recommend Protocol 7C, Scarecrow Disguise Deployment. Step 1. Activate your emergency Scarecrow kit. Includes straw limbs, floppy hat, and a face that screams, "I've seen things." Step 2. Assume a rigid posture. Bonus points for dangling from a wooden post. Step 3. Let the witness approach. Do not blink. Do not speak. If they poke you, emit a soft rustling sound and mutter, "Harvest me." Outcome. The footage will be confusing. The witness will be mocked online. The crop circle will be dismissed as just a weird scarecrow thing. This tactic has a 96% success rate in the Midwest and a 100% success rate in places where people fear scarecrows more than aliens. Special note, for those of you with Bigfoot fur allergies and hay fever, your last remaining alternative is a giant sandworm disguise. Teamwork may be required for this option. Chapter 4. Design Principles. Spirals, sigils, and passive-aggressive messages to rival species. So you've picked your field, donned your disguise, Bigfoot or Scarecrow depending on dermatological tolerance, and calibrated your beam rake. Now comes the fun part, designing the circle. But this isn't just about flattening crops into pretty shapes. This is about sending a message to humans, to rival species, and to that one smug supervisor from the Andromeda sector who said your art lacked subtext. The 3 pillars of crop circle design. Aesthetic confusion. The best crop circles are beautiful and baffling. Humans should be torn between calling a scientist, a priest, or their cousin who owns a drone. Symbolic ambiguity. Your design should suggest meaning without ever confirming it. Spirals could be sacred geometry, could be a galactic Wi-Fi symbol, could be a doodle. That's the point. Emotional whiplash. Aim for a mix of awe, dread, and mild gastrointestinal discomfort. Bonus points if someone cries on YouTube. Common design motifs. The triple spiral, aka the cosmic fidget spinner, suggests ancient wisdom, time loops, or a really fancy irrigation system. The fractal vortex looks like math, feels like prophecy, causes at least one philosophy major to drop out every time it appears. The binary grid humans will spend years decoding it. Joke's on them, it just says, "Nice try, nerds," in Glorpian. The mandala of mild threats. A symmetrical pattern that subtly resembles a skull, a clock, and a middle tentacle, interpreted as either a warning or a recruitment ad. Passive-aggressive messaging. Sometimes you need to send a message, not to humans but to other species. Crop circles are the perfect medium for interstellar subtweeting. To the Zarnathi. Your cloaking tech is visible from orbit, rendered as a 12-pointed star with a tiny arrow labeled LOL. To the Bureau of Interplanetary Aesthetics. This is what happens when you cut our funding. A chaotic spiral that spells help in Morse code if viewed upside down during a solar eclipse. To Earth's cows. We see you. We remember Muzart, a circle within a cow-shaped outline. Causes stampedes 63% of the time. Design tips from the pros. Use the terrain. Hills distort perspective. Use them to make your design look 3D, or like it's crawling toward the farmhouse. Time your reveal. Aim for dawn. The golden light makes your work look divine. Also, humans are groggy and more likely to believe in angels. Leave one flaw. A single imperfection makes the design feel authentic. Humans love the idea of flawed genius. Also, it drives perfectionist researchers slowly insane. What not to do. Don't spell out actual words in English. It's too obvious, unless the word is butter, which remains unexplained and deeply unsettling. Don't use copyrighted symbols. The Galactic Bureau is still in litigation over the Nike swoosh incident. Don't sign your work, even if you're proud, especially if your name is Dark Nebula 420. Chapter 5. The Execution Phase. Beam rakes, hovercraft etiquette, and snack breaks. You've chosen your field, designed your masterpiece, and selected your disguise. Bigfoot, Scarecrow, or the rarely used Confused Mailman protocol. Now it's time to make art. This chapter covers the technical and tactical steps of crop circle creation, plus the etiquette that separates seasoned mischief agents from amateur crop stompers. Equipment checklist. Before you descend, confirm the following. Beam rake, class 3 or higher, emits a low-frequency flattening pulse. Do not confuse with the beam broom used for interstellar lint removal. Hovercraft with silent glide mode. Must be calibrated to hover no lower than 2.5 meters above the crop. Any lower and you risk crop combustion or cow agitation. Disguise deployment kit. Includes Bigfoot suit, Scarecrow rig, and emergency I'm just a weather balloon hologram. Step-by-step execution. Approach field at dusk or pre-dawn. Humans are groggy. Cows are sleepy. Drones are charging. Activate silent glide mode. Hovercraft should emit no more than 3.2 glorpals of sound. If it hums like a microwave, abort. Deploy, beam rake, sweep in slow, deliberate arcs. Think ballet, not blender. Overlapping pulses create depth and mystery. Monitor crop response. If the crop resists, adjust frequency. If it whispers, "Why?" you've hit psychic alfalfa. Retreat. Exit. Cleanly, retract rake. Ascend vertically. Do not leave behind snack wrappers, footprints, or emotional baggage. Hovercraft etiquette. No crop dragging. Hovercrafts must not leave scorch marks, crop burns, or tire tracks. This is art, not vandalism. Respect the cows. If a cow approaches, nod respectfully. If it moves in Morse code, report to HQ immediately. What not to do. Don't flatten crops in the shape of your own face. It's narcissistic and confusing. Don't land the hovercraft, ever, especially not in a field with sprinklers. Don't eat earth snacks. One agent mistook a Twinkie for a data capsule and now thinks he's married to a vending machine. Chapter 6. Avoiding detection. Flashlights, drones, and the curse of the TikTok teen. You've flattened the wheat. You've spiraled the barley. You've left behind a masterpiece that will baffle earthlings for decades. Now comes the hardest part, getting out without becoming a meme. The modern threat landscape. Back in the good old days, circa 1980s Earth, humans had blurry cameras, slow news cycles, and a healthy distrust of their own eyes. Today, every teenager is a surveillance drone operator with a ring light and a YouTube channel called Alien Watch No Cap. Here's what you're up against. Flashlight-wielding farmers, often accompanied by dogs named Ranger or Biscuit. They will shout things like, "Who's out there?" and "I got a shotgun and a podcast." Drones with 4K cameras. These buzzing pests can spot a hovercraft from 300 meters and live stream your escape to 12,000 subscribers. TikTok teens. They don't sleep. They don't blink. They will film you, remix the footage with a dance track, and make you go viral before you've even retracted your beam rake. Disguise protocols. Advanced. If you're spotted, deploy one of the following. Bigfoot Maneuver, Protocol 7B, works best in wooded areas. Stagger, grunt, vanish. If allergic to fur, see below. Scarecrow Protocol 7C, ideal for open fields. Freeze, droop, mutter, harvest me. If approached, fall over dramatically. Weather Balloon Hologram 7D, activate emergency hologram, float upward while emitting static. Humans will argue about you for decades. I'm just a farmer. Routine 7E, requires overalls, a fake mustache, and the ability to say, "Y'all seen my tractor," without laughing. Psychological misdirection. Leave behind confusing evidence, a single shoe, a melted cassette tape, a note that says, "Nice try, Carl." Trigger local legends, flatten crops near haunted barns, ancient burial mounds, or places with names like Devil's Elbow. Humans will blame ghosts, not you. Use decoy circles. Create a smaller, sloppier circle nearby. Let humans debunk it. Meanwhile, your real masterpiece remains untouched. What not to do, don't wave at drones, even ironically. One agent did this and now stars in a Netflix docuseries called Alien Bro: The Truth Behind the Wink. Don't engage with podcasters. They will ask you to speak your truth and offer kombucha. You will be trapped for hours. Bonus tip: dog evasion. If approached by a dog, freeze. Emit a low-frequency good boy hum. Toss a decoy chew toy, standard issue. Retreat while the dog contemplates its life choices. Chapter 7. What absolutely not to do. Glitter, English words, and accidentally summoning bureaucrats. You've made it this far. You've flattened crops, dodged drones, and maybe even made a farmer cry, in a good way. But before you start calling yourself a legend, let's talk about the things that will get you demoted to Saturn's ring debris sorting unit faster than you can say, "Oops, was that a sacred burial site?" This chapter is your red alert checklist. These are the mistakes that turn crop circle missions into crop circle disasters. 1. Never use glitter. We covered this in Chapter 7, but it bears repeating. Glitter is evil. It sticks to everything. It reflects light into orbit. It attracts birds, influencers, and conspiracy theorists. One agent used glitter to add flair. The result? A 12-country panic, 3 broken satellites, and a viral TikTok dance called the Sparkle Spiral. He now teaches remedial crop etiquette on Pluto. 2. Don't spell words in English. Humans are obsessed with decoding messages. If you give them actual words, they'll either start a religion, blame Canada, try to reply using alphabet soup. Even simple phrases like "hi there" or "nice field" can cause mass hysteria. If you must include text, use Glorpian pictoglyphs or passive-aggressive geometry. 3. Never summon bureaucrats. This is the worst mistake of all. If your crop circle accidentally resembles a bureaucratic sigil, especially one from the Galactic Compliance Council, you may trigger an audit. Signs you've summoned a bureaucrat. A glowing clipboard appears. You hear the phrase, "Let's circle back." Your hovercraft is impounded for form irregularities. One agent accidentally drew the symbol for Request for Interdimensional Permit Renewal. He spent 6 years filling out paperwork in a pocket dimension made entirely of waiting rooms. 4. Don't leave behind alien snacks. Earth dogs will find them. Earth scientists will analyze them. Earth influencers will eat them on camera and say things like, "It tastes like trauma and cinnamon." If you must snack, use crumb-free nutrient paste and dispose of wrappers in a black hole. 5. Don't flatten around livestock. Without clearance, cows are unpredictable, sheep are judgmental, goats are vengeful. Always scan for animals before beginning. If you flatten a field with a sleeping cow in it, you may trigger a bovine awakening event. Mozart still haunts us. 6. Don't overthink the design. You're not solving world hunger. You're confusing earthlings. If your design requires a compass, a calculator, and a minor in sacred geometry, it's too much. Keep it weird. Keep it vague. Keep it beautiful. Final warning. No crop circles near government facilities. This includes military bases, secret bunkers, UFO museums with gift shops. If you flatten crops near these zones, you'll be blamed for everything from weather anomalies to missing socks. You'll be on a watch list. You'll be invited to a congressional hearing. You'll be asked to explain quantum geometry to someone named Senator Bub. Chapter 8. Bonus Templates. Pre-approved designs for maximum confusion and minimum lawsuits. Sometimes you don't have time to sketch out a spiral that evokes cosmic longing and mild gastrointestinal distress. Sometimes you just need a quick, effective circle that says, "We were here and we were weird." This chapter offers a selection of pre-approved crop circle templates vetted by the Galactic Bureau of Agronomic Artistry. These designs are guaranteed to confuse humans, avoid legal entanglements, and spark at least one Reddit thread titled, "I think my field is judging me." Template number 1. We come in peace. Design. A peace symbol made of concentric circles with a subtle pea-pod outline. Message. We are peaceful. Also, we enjoy legumes. Risk level. Low. May inspire vegan activism or lentil-based poetry. Template number 2. Your Wi-Fi sucks. Design. A stylized Wi-Fi signal with one bar missing. Message. We tried to connect. We failed. Fix your router. Risk level. Medium. May trigger tech support calls to NASA. Template number 3. Mozart's Revenge. Design. A treble clef inside a cow silhouette. Message. We remember the bovine uprising. Risk level. High. May cause stampedes or musical hallucinations. Template number 4. Nice try, Area 51. Design. A spiral with a tiny arrow pointing west. Message. We saw your base. We laughed. Risk level. Medium. May attract conspiracy theorists with clipboards. Template number 5. Abstract regret. Design. A chaotic swirl that resembles a broken promise and a spilled smoothie. Message. Interpret this however you want. We're not explaining it. Risk level. Low. May be featured in a modern art gallery. Deployment guidelines. Use only one template per field. Do not combine designs unless authorized by the Bureau's Chaos Committee. Never sign your work, especially not with your Galactic username. Epilogue. The circle is never just a circle. A final word from the Mischief Maker Division. Congratulations, Agent. You've completed your training. You've learned the sacred geometry of confusion, the etiquette of hovercrafts, and the emotional power of a well-placed spiral. You've dodged drones, outwitted cows, and maybe, just maybe, made a human believe in something bigger than themselves. But remember, crop circles aren't just pranks. They're art. They're mystery. They're the gentle cosmic nudge that says, you don't know everything. And that's okay. So go forth. Flatten wisely. Confuse generously. And if you ever find yourself surrounded by flashlights, cows, and a teenager live streaming your escape, just smile. Activate your scarecrow protocol and whisper, "The circle was never meant to be understood." Then vanish into the night like the legend you are. The end? Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.